Hello, friends. It's been more than a week since my last update, and this is for a good reason. Because, as you can see on the chart, Nasdaq is still in a period of consolidation, is still in a period of indecision. Look at the last 4 or 5 candles. This is obviously indecision. The price could not find yet the clear direction to go. We are still in this consolidation over here for the last almost 6 months. This is on the weekly chart, but even the lower time frames, they do not offer too much clarity. I would say quite on the contrary. I left on the screen my lines from the last updates, and I would point out these two lines over here, which back then, a couple of weeks ago, they were marking what I considered, and I still consider, as being the line in the sand for the bullish scenario or for the bearish scenario. For the time being, it appears that the bearish scenario is playing out, but in a very, very high resistance way. You can see, I think the last update was somewhere around here. Yeah. Where I was saying that, okay, because the price has closed below this line here where it says daily close below, this is a confirmation for bearish bias. So I was saying, because of that, I was saying that, okay, I'm expecting lower prices. The asset delivered lower prices, but not before going one more time up and then moving down to the lower targets that were pointed out in my previous updates. So for now, there is no move I can trust. There is no move which is impulsive or clearly directional. Even if we go on the lower time frame, we do not get more clarity. I would stay just one more second here on the daily chart, because you see, after we took this sell side liquidity over here, the price made quite a bounce. It was fueled yesterday by, we know what, the comments of the US president. But on the daily chart, I cannot say that this candle from yesterday has changed anything. Even on the 4-hour chart, if we go down one time frame, I wouldn't say for now it changed anything, because what this strong bounce here managed to do, it was nothing more than a possible liquidity grab over here, followed for the time being by a rejection, and this can lead to further downside. But again, we do not have for the time being a confirmation neither for the downside or for the upside, because look, if we are considering this range here as being the last dealing range, what we see is that this bounce on a 4-hour chart just took up the price in a premium area and immediately rejected from there. So the signs continue to be bearish for now, but in a very, very high resistance way. So I continue to be bearish, but I will continue also to play safely on the very low time frames with very low risk to reward ratios. I will not enter trades with a very huge risk reward or for a long duration. And this is my advice to you also during this period, and until we get more clarity and until we get a clear trend of the price. For today, I wanted to add another asset. This is Bitcoin. Sorry, I will use another chart. And I would refer to the video I made in the beginning of January, where the price, I think we were here. If you look back at my previous videos, you will see the update that I made on Bitcoin back then. And I was saying that if because we have come up into this triple fair value gap area and we rejected from it, I was expecting lower prices to take out these swing points here and maybe this one. And I was looking for a reaction in this area of the fib -2 -2.5. And let me show you how this all played out. So look here. So you can see how important this area was and still is. We are bouncing up and down within this area for now. Am I optimistic about a potential upside for Bitcoin? Not yet. If we go down to the 1-day chart, what we see here, it's not impulsive. It's, I would say, a sideways move. Usually, sideways moves, they lead to continuation. Look here, it's very similar to what we did back in November, December. It's a similar price behavior. So until I see an impulsive move from this area to the upside, I will not consider Bitcoin as in the bullish scenario. The best case that I can see for now is a retest on these lows. And if the reaction from here is something like that in an impulsive way, okay, I will start to consider the bullish scenario starting from the lower time frames up to the higher time frames. And if I will see something like that, of course, I will expect more downside. And I will go back to the weekly chart to understand up to where. And I marked here this swing point from July, August 2024 at 49,000-ish. And obviously this swing point from January 2024, which lies at 38,500, and which aligns very well with the fib of -4 -4.5, which is the next important area on my fib. I'm not saying it's gonna get there. Again, the scenarios are if we take out this low over here, and I would like to see that even before going up. If we take this low and we impulsively move upwards, then yes, I will start to consider that Bitcoin has reached a bottom and maybe a new upwards move is on the way. If we get here and we transform this point here at 60,000 in a resistance area, then I will consider that the price can go down to 49, and who knows, maybe in this area of 30,000 to 38,000. This is for now. I hope in the next days and weeks the price and the market will give us more clarity. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in the next one.